much, Rob Brooks, and congratulations to Donnie on the job well done. We go to 145 pounds. Mark Worthy from Central Regional, a senior, top seed at 35-0, takes on Mtume Goodrum, a senior from Absegami in the brown at 33-2, and he is the second seed.
Worthy's in on a single, brings it up in the air, clears it. Will try to bring Goodrum to the mat. Now has Goodrum's leg up on his shoulder. Goodrum showing a lot of flexibility there. Worthy now takes Goodrum to the mat, and on the way down throws in a Turk ride.
So Worthy leads it by the score of 2-0. He is the second wrestler with a chance at becoming a three-time state champion. Earlier, Joe Alexander from Delsey had that derailed by Mark Manchio, a sophomore from Sterling.
Worthy continues to ride with the Turk ride. Stalemate's going to be called. Either wrestler could improve their position. We have some time here by Mark Worthy holding his hamstring. Perhaps it's just a cramp. Hopefully it's not a hamstring pull, but they'll go working on it. And it looks as if it might be a cramp. See if they can work that out. But if that's going to be a problem for him, and that's smart. I mean, you use a lot of your lifting from your feet, and if you can't do those squat moves, then that's going to be a problem.
Rich, a big overflow crowd here today at the new arena, and a lot of people watching our monitors. The crowd really not having the best vantage point and good venues. Well, they are outside our truck taking a look at maybe the best seat in the house.
Little did they know, huh?
Well, if you can't beat them, join them. And the crowd joining CN8 right outside our mobile production facility.
We're happy to have them.
1 minute to wrestle here at 1:45, and the score is 2-0 for Mark Worthy from Central Regional, 35-0, the top seed, against Mtume Goodrum.
Again, Worthy picks up the leg. Now goes in for a cradle. Has the head in the side. Has it locked up. Has lots of time. And has stepped behind the right leg of Goodrum. That's almost in a split position. That's pretty painful. Now he steps over the back leg, trying to turn the shoulders of Goodrum. He may be out of bounds. That back shoulder. Nope, he's getting the count. So a nice job by Mark Worthy of being patient with that cradle.
Worthy picks up back points here, as Goodrum is in trouble. These two met earlier this year, and Worthy was a 5-2 winner. As a matter of fact, it was the only decision that was really close for Worthy all year long. All his other wins were either by fall or by major decision.
Boy, is that impressive.
5-0 to score with the back points for Mark Worthy. And Worthy in dual meets, his record was 75-0. So regular season competition, you needed a win, put Mark Worthy out on a mat, and just watch him go to work. Mtume Goodrum comes out and has an escape. It's now 5-1.
See if Goodrum can hit a takedown to climb back in the match. Trails by a score of 5-1 as they go off the mat.
1:38 to wrestle here in our second period. Worthy trying to become a three-time state champion. Only 14 others have accomplished that feat.
Goodrum almost hits a pancake. Worthy's able to get back to his base. Goodrum now with the front head and arm. As Worthy will walk him off the mat as they'll get a fresh start.
So 1:15 to wrestle. We told you there was a great crowd on hand here at the new convention center. Doesn't hold as many as the old convention center. A few thousand less. And with wrestling so popular in New Jersey, space is at a premium. Goodrum trailing 5-1. Trying to force the issue here, and the wrestlers go off.
We'll see if
The gentleman Well, just out of view there
See if Goodrum
is
can
Pat Lynch, the head coach.
could nail a takedown. He has the leg in the air of Worthy. Worthy now countering with a whizzer, putting pressure on the head of Goodrum. Goodrum trying to reach it back for the left ankle of Worthy, has it. Now switches to a double and is able to pick up the takedown, so he's back in the match. Trail is 5-3.
There is Patrick Lynch, the head coach of Mark Worthy, but sees his wrestler giving up a few points. It's now 5-3. As Goodrum will try to turn Worthy on the bottom.
Worthy steps over Goodrum as they go out, and Goodrum may have gone over his ankle.
Well, the head coach, Gene Barber, with the glasses there, comes on out. Take a look at his wrestler, Mtume Goodrum.
A lot of pain down there as Mark Worthy tried to step over. You'll see it right here.
See if he hit his head on the way out.
I think he rolled over his left ankle as he stepped over.
Ooh.
Just kind of turned under him.
Well, here's the earlier takedown, Rich, as Goodrum's getting back in the match.
Does a nice job of staying with that single leg, reaches back for Worthy's ankle as Worthy keeps the pressure on him. But Goodrum was able to be patient, hang with it, picks up the ankle, now comes out and picks the knee as well, and picks up the takedown.
Well, as Goodrum comes back, let's run down some of the champions. At 103 pounds, Terrence Clendenin from Toms River North, the champ. At 112, Tom Noto from South River was the winner. At 119, Mark Manchio, the sophomore from Sterling, was a gold medal recipient today. Also at 125, Jeff Beverly from Point Pleasant Borough. At 130, Dave Cordoba from Kearney. At 135, Chris Potato from Hackensack. And at 140, Donnie DeFilippis, the champion from New Providence. We have a horn sounding. We are set for our third period. 5-3 the score, with Mtume Goodrum trailing Mark Worthy. Once again, Patrick Lynch, the head coach of Worthy, as he's looking for Worthy's third championship.
Worthy comes to his feet and turns neutral.
Makes the score 6-3 with the escape. Of course, Worthy, the brother of Maurice Worthy, was a celebrated wrestler at Central who's gone on to have a great career at Army.
It's been a great addition to the Army program. Unfortunately, he got hurt this year. Was a ranked wrestler this year in the country. Odds-on favorite to win the Eastern tournament. Worthy now in on a single, converts to a double and is near to a takedown. Has the bottom leg trapped.
Mark Worthy trying to lock up a cradle.
Goodrum hanging on to the leg of Worthy. Worthy now is able to lace the bottom leg. Try to work for a cradle here. Now he gets the takedown.
Makes the score 8-3 for Mark Worthy, looking for his third state championship.
Worthy is just a very patient wrestler. Just keeps plugging along. Doesn't force anything.
Injury clock going to start for Goodrum, I believe.
Not sure what the injury is.
No, Worthy just 32 seconds away from a championship.
You got to control the time.
Getting some instructions from his coaches.
Worthy has won 72 straight, a four-time region champ. Another look at Worthy's last takedown, Rich.
It's a straight shot. He's able to work a double. Just drives straight through Goodrum. Goodrum tries to do a little switch, but gets elongated in the process, and Worthy's able to work it for a takedown.
And when you chronicle Worthy's career, it's just outstanding. He won the 112 title as a freshman, lost in the semis because he had a thumb injury, came back a year later and won at 140, and this year it looks like he's going to take the crown at 145.
Worthy trying to work a bottom lace. Goodrum doing a nice job of keeping his hips squared to the mat. Got a potentially dangerous here. A little pressure on the ankle of Goodrum.
Just 29 seconds standing between Worthy and his third state title.
Worthy has the leg in the air, brings Goodrum to the mat. Comes out to the side. And they'll go out, but there's a stall call against Mark Worthy for just riding.
And that is the first stall warning against Worthy. With a win today, he'll go to 35-0. 36-0. Don't want to cut him short. And his 73rd straight victory. That's impressive. Mark Worthy going to win this one by a score. Going to give him any points at the buzzer or not?
No, no points.
8-4 your final. And yes, Mark Worthy is worthy of another state championship, his third, as he becomes just the 15th wrestler all time in the state of New Jersey to have 3 state titles. We'll come back with more in a moment right here on CNH, so stay with us.
Welcome back. I'm standing here with just the 15th three-time state champion, Mark Worthy. Mark, congratulations.
Thanks.
You were in control the entirety of the match. You were methodical about it.
Yeah, I was just taking my time, make sure I didn't make any big mistakes, get thrown or anything. I know I could beat him. I beat him earlier in the season, 5-2. So I know if I wrestle my best, I could beat him.
Now, he had gotten it to 5-3, and then in the third, you just exploded on him and got a late takedown to put the thing out of reach. Tell me how you did that.
Yeah, I wasn't really worried about it being 5-3. It was 5-3 going into the third period with my choice. So once I get a lead, I can usually hold on to it.
Mark Worthy, tell me about you and your coach.
Me and my coach, we have a pretty good relationship. Train pretty hard in the practice room. He's a good guy. I just want to thank God for my continued success in the sport of wrestling.
Your coach was out there on the mat rooting for you, Mark. Congratulations. Third time is the charm. Mark Worthy, 3-time champion at 145. Nick?
All right, thank you very much.